not too bad with 98% average destruction as well. Let's see how that's going to work. And we have the first attack coming in for Inquisition. Lu is attacking. We already said he loves this attack strategy. And we have, to be honest, legend type of base. So let's see how he's going to do against those. He is normally really good against those legend bases. So I'm surprised that NY Amazing is running them against Lu.
This is Lu's first Worlds qualifier. He's eager to compete with the best. In his first attack earlier today, he brought a Sui LALO strike and got that 3-star 100%. He's going up against Sue from NY Amazing, whose base is going to give away that Town Hall over the top, but not give away anything else without a big fight. Two really well-protected multi-target Infernos inside this base, and an Eagle Artillery very difficult for Lu to reach.
Yeah, but take a look what he already taken down with just his heroes. This is so impressive to watch. When you... such control over his heroes, and is so good at calculating how much value he can get with them. We have the LALO starting from the bottom set, but take a look at that slammer coming in from the far left side, right into that core, taking down the sweeper, and then wait a second, there is a ton of traps over there, so maybe not the multi-inferno tower on the menu. We have to wait for that one.
He's also popped the enemy Lava Hound, and those pups are going wild, attacking loons. There's going to be some skeleton traps triggering as well. A lot of troops in the mid-section of the space having trouble focusing on that Eagle Artillery, getting after that multi-target Inferno. And even though he's doing a great job rounding the bases here now, going counterclockwise all the way up to the top, having an Eagle Artillery and a multi-Inferno in the core is going to be tricky to deal with. Uses the Eternal Tone of that Grand Ward to try to get these balloons through a heal spell to keep them back up on top, but the multi burns through all of them, into just one connecting, and a free spell is all he can throw at it. Does he have a shot here?
Those Eagle shots really, really hurt, and those initial rat bombs were devastating for him, and that's a really, really good-looking base. So that's going to be the first defense for NY Amazing. We were asking ourselves, are they going to be well prepared in this match? Because the offense was the best of the pre-qualifier, and so far the answer for their bases is like a huge, big success. Because, I mean, holding back Lu, one of the best LALO attackers in the world, is not an easy thing. And they got it with round about maybe 90% on defense. That's a good sign. That's a good start.
Great defenses here from Sue, and you can see why NY Amazing is one of the best clans. The number 2, in fact, from our previous month's qualifier. That earned them their advanced positioning within this bracket. And this is going to be a big uphill battle now for Inquisition, starting out with a miss. Inquisition is a squad which put up a great performance in that last war, 14 stars against Badzinger, but already starting off a star behind their expectations against the clan that has the strongest offense in this bracket. I think this is already tipping really far toward NY Amazing.
That's right, but still we have to wait for their offense. I think the last time they did not really got their goals achieved in the earlier qualifier, and well, let's see if they are going to be able to handle the pressure. I feel like this is the important thing right there for them, being able to somehow work around the pressure, do not do mistakes which they typically do not do, because as we said with those stats on the screen earlier, we know how good they are on offense. The question though is, can they show this today? Because today everything is on the line with this match, and we have the first attack coming in, and this is going to be a PEKKA smash against this base. I feel like so far PEKKA smash having a huge comeback in this qualifier, and this is going to be a ward and walk for this multi-inferno tower, and then the PEKKA smash into this Eagle on this left side, Woody.
Yeah, despite NY Amazing being a relatively new clan, they competed as AS Godliness in the past, but have been reconfiguring their team and bringing new members in. Light, GYY, and Sue are new additions here to this squad. This is a changing roster that has nonetheless got a star-studded cast. So expect to see them rising very quickly, and this could be their month. having a bit of a difficult time with this Warden walk to start, though. You're right, that Warden going pretty far down, but now that it's really only the Expo and the multi-target Inferno locked onto him, he should be able to get top back off thanks to those healers in the Unicorn, giving him a little bit more oomph. It's a big push now in from that left corner with a big old Siege Barracks dropping some P.E.K.K.A. and Wizard action for funneling on the outer edge, while the main force is moving straight on through. Great placement on that jump spell.
That's right, an early Royal Champion, and this means there is no coming back from this one. It's either going to be a 3-star or 1-star maybe, depending on if that Town Hall is going to fall. The back end, the B plan is already on the field, which is that Royal Champion, but so far everything looks like it's working out perfectly. Take a look at that pathing.
This is cash money.
This is a beauty. And wow, as you said, this base looks wrecked. But wait a second, there's the Tessa form coming up. Can this Tessa form somehow make a comeback for this base?
I don't think so. When you got a Fly Swatter in hand, you're not worried at all about another distraction or two popping up in the outer corner. Big, crushing defeat for Haha of Inquisition. Light is just shining through on this right side corner. Chopping apart the Town Hall compartment and has got plenty of time for the cleanup. It is looking a little bit dicey. It was not a decisive, crushing defeat of this base, but it is ultimately going to be a 3-star in the end. These defenses falling just kind of left and right. Two main contingents of the army still left in it, and as you can see there, look at those 3 big, beautiful P.E.K.K.A.s march into the final corner for the last blow. I have seen the light, and it is beautiful. 3 stars for NY Amazing to pick up the lead in this war.
They are looking strong, and this is something which we have seen now from all of the Chinese teams, like those P.E.K.K.A. smash attacks. They were really, really strong. The first match, though, it did not really work out for them. We're going to see later on if maybe they're going to see a couple of better than plans over there. But so far, the P.E.K.K.A. smash is really dominating in those matches, and well, let's see if they're going to use it a couple of more times, because it seems like this base specifically did not really had a chance against this entry. We already said, like, mid-attack in, this is going to be wrecked because so many P.E.K.K.A. were alive, and we have the next attack on our hands. This one is going to be GYY versus N-Striker right there. We have the Inferno Dragons and Dragon Riders, Woody, and we have a couple of skeleton traps as well.
Instriker told us before the matches began today that he really enjoys having his own clan and has sought to improve over the years. He is a long-term committed Clash of Clans expert, and arriving here now with a great strategy in the current meta, this hybrid army, Skybrid we might call it, or Hydra, with the Dragon Riders and Inferno Dragons. Lots of base defense targeting troops that can wallop them quickly. Big hit point, big, super beefy aerial assault. And it's starting in really quickly right from this bottom corner, moving on a big march right up to the core where you see those 2 multi-target Infernos trying to defend. I'm noticing that Air Sweeper might cause a little bit of problem here. It's already pushing that blip back, Itsu.
The blimp is getting caught in the NATO trap, and this is now really bad news, because this means the Town Hall might not go down. He needs now to invest all of those spells to somehow take down the Town Hall. This is how we see those 1-stars happening in the current meta, if the NATO is getting placed perfectly. And this blimp is not reaching its target. Can those freezes keep those dragons and Inferno Dragons alive and make sure the Town Hall is going down? The Inferno Dragon is on the Town Hall. It's beaming up, but the Town Hall isn't going down.
Oh,
you what?
Gets the Town Hall, and that might have been the saving grace for this attack by N-Striker. He's making it to the back end on the top side there. You can see that Royal Champion doing quite a bit of work, but that was a really close one right there. The Inferno Dragon barely having enough firepower, no pun intended there, to knock it down and get that 2nd star. Really weak heroes in the interior now going to get taken down by point defenses and the inevitable march of time. But 1 minute left to try to get some additional work done on the cleanup. Hold on, that Royal Champion's doing some great work. That ability might get the 3-star after all, Itsu.
Yeah, the Royal Champ with her ability is getting that 3-star in, and small base building mistake over there as well. Being able to reach, or was it the base building? I'm not sure. No, I think it's fine. It's just this one wall which got destroyed. Either way, getting the 3-star in, N-Striker is happy to get this 3-star and making sure Inquisition is getting this comeback chance, because they started off with the 2-star And why amazing with the 3-star. And yeah, you showed already, right? He was really celebrating about this one.
Oh yeah, and you gotta, I mean, if you're down a star and you get that big pickup on a close match, that is just the biggest rush of adrenaline that the Clash of Clans esports world knows. Yeah, I mean, with that battle blimp going straight for the town hall, but Air Sweeper pushing it back, a tornado trap, windy skies and a difficult landing, but finally managed to get the job done in the end, even though it was a bit of a plan B approach there, Itsu.
Yeah, and we have the next air attack with Neon coming in. We have yet again a blimp, and there is a super early warn ability. This means yet again we have to take a look at that blimp. We have seen earlier a lot of air attacks, but the warning always got delayed. Now we have the blimp. Is it going to be a far side blimp? Is it going to be a blimp which is just getting used next to the heroes? That's the question. It seems like to be. It is getting used with those heroes on the right side. The blimp needs to take down the town hall. Is it going to make it? Yes, it is. This town hall is going to fall. And now those dragons need to make it through the core because, wait a second, those dragons died out kind of quick. But now with the Roger on the back end, Woody, this is still maybe possible.
Yeah, we actually saw a pretty strange swap off there from Neon. All of those dragons soaring down to the bottom of the base this time with the Dragon Rider to help out as well. It was kind of looking like the attack had kind of fallen apart in the middle there, but in fact, they had just moved. They repositioned, and I think that he is still going to be just fine after all, holding onto a couple of hero abilities and that free spell. This base is not long for this world, and Neon's about to put the final stomp on this outside corner. 95% overall damage, creeping up a little bit more, and this is a lightning quick finish with still 1 minute and 40 left, Itsu.
Yeah, getting the 3-star in quick and making sure that they are not going to lose on time if it might come to the third tiebreaker. But so far, they're looking good on offense, 2 out of 2. And Inquisition really needs to make sure that they keep getting those 3-stars in. It's not going to be easy. And why amazing so far had a really good base in this beginning, which kind of got a lot of problems for the attacker. Even the second base predicted them perfectly, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to stop those dragons. But either way, the next one is coming in shortly, and there we go. It is going to be the Queen Charge Dragon Riders on this base, which is having 2 sweepers pointing into the top direction. Is this going to be good or maybe bad for the attacker? We're going to find out in just a couple of seconds.
We did hear from Haha that this is his favorite attack strategy, has made great use of it in the past, and in fact used it in the previous attack as well in the last war. He got a 3-star 100% with it, so certainly is going to be feeling confident. Inquisition starting out along this bottom left edge, doing a bit of funneling here, but not piercing into that compartment with the multi-target Inferno. Instead, going to let that Queen go to the bottom where that single target Inferno is the bigger obstacle here. It's going to burn through this Barbarian King, but they'll get to pop that ability and send out a few more supporting troops here. Kind of surprised that there hasn't been a freeze or invisibility spell yet to help these guys out.
Yeah, the freeze is coming really late, as you said, and this means it seems like the Inferno Tower is going to be left staying so far out of range. But no, wait a second. Those eagle shots, minion shots, everything. Is it going to keep the Queen alive? And so far, it looks like it. The eagle shots, yet again, missing. And this means the Queen is living another day, being able to push through all of this. The single Inferno Tower, though, is it going to go down? No. The single Inferno Tower is staying up, and this is bad news for Haha.
Massive undercommitment there on the bottom compartment. Barbarian King and now several balloons thrown at this single target Inferno, and because the spells weren't properly placed early on, it is still standing and now being repaired by a builder hut. Let's take a look at the top side of the base though, where the remainder of the attack is now coming on in. He's lost his Queen Charge, and those healers are going to swap off to the Royal Champion, who also goes down. Protection for the Dragon Riders by that Grand Warden as they start their path through the face, but there is still so much to deal with. A tornado and sinking air mine catches one of them on the inner edge. Another sinking air mine. These poor Dragon Riders are just having the time of their lives, but it is not going to be an easy flight. Throws out the last spell and trying to round the final corner here, Itsu.
Yeah, now we have one of the worst things happening for those Dragon Riders, which is the defending Queen without having the support of those headhunters. This Queen is just going to take down every single Dragon Riders, and they're quite tanky, which means it takes some time. but at some point, all of them are going to be taken down. So far, Queen has some mercy. She's now... Wait a second. What? Okay, she's taking down the Dragon Rider, now taking down the Owl. And I feel like this Queen single-handedly completely changed this attack and turned it into a defense, Woody.
Yeah, not a member of the Audubon Society. Keeps on popping down those poor little birds. Haha is going to be left with that 2-star in the middling, maybe high 70%, but that is another miss for Inquisition and leaves NY Amazing once again in a strong spot trying to clinch that lead. They might have already done it just halfway through this war, Itsu.
Yeah, it's looking incredible for them. Their defenses are OP, you have to admit that. I mean, obviously, sometimes the attackers mess up, but if you're defending on such a consistent note, it is all about the base building. Obviously, all of those teams coming into this weekend tested all week long to make sure that the best bases are getting used on this one. Was not enough for the Queen Charge Dragon Riders on this one. 80% 2-star, which we have to say is not the percentage you're looking for when getting not the 3-star. So already pretty big lead for NY Amazing. So let's see if they can keep that and keep pushing their lead with another 3-star.
Well, I gotta say, I think that there's a bit more of an advantage than maybe has even really been discussed so far about being in the top 2 seeds. Getting a free buy out of your first round means that you get a chance to watch 5 attacks from your opponents, don't have to reveal 5 bases, and get that additional breathing space in front of your war. So NY Amazing certainly seem to be making the most out of that opportunity, having earned it very well in the qualification period. And this is a lightning fast response from the CC of Vendetta. Sue is attacking with a Queen Charge in the bottom corner, but she is taking a lot of damage. She is down. Itsu, the Queen Charge denied.
Oh my goodness, we were talking about a really strong defense, and I don't know, Sue maybe was watching something else, but you should always, especially in the current meta where people are sometimes bringing those Rocket Dunes on defense, always take a look at that. Wait a second, now this is going to be a ward and walk for the town. What is this? What is it? This is just a genius idea, making sure the Town Hall Poison is not going to affect those hybrid troops. So he's just going to use the healers to make a ward and walk out of them, and now going to send this hybrid in from the right side. This plan B is genius, considering how bad the entry weren't.
Well, if you can't get your omelet cooking on the first crack, just pull out the carton again and try once more. He had another hero to throw at it, and it looks like he is going to be just as happy as he possibly can be with this second entry. Sue has a big ground hybrid army and lots of heal spells to support, another rage as well. But with 3 multi-target Infernos standing and a well-protected scatter shot also in a different compartment, this is going to be a long march for him to reach the back end. He's playing aggressively with these spells and abilities, and I gotta say, I think that that's probably the right idea here. He's got to knock down these big splash damage structures as quickly as possible and try to minimize incoming damage against his main army. World Champion right up the gut is going to get some support with that invisibility spell, but can she get that scatter shot down? That is the crucial interaction here, Itsu.
Wait, why is this still looking good? The Royal Champ has her ability left. What is going on? The Unicorn keeping the Royal Champion alive. Is this still going to be a 3-star? I mean, time is ticking. Like, time, I feel like, is the biggest problem right now for him. He has 40 seconds left, but with those healers transitioning over was not as bad as he thought. But, like, considering that he pretty much swagged his Queen, this save was incredible. Like, just the transition into the Warden Walk, into the hybrid. I want to say I'm kind of surprised by this, but this is still a pretty decent save considering how the entry worked.
Go, Goblin, go. You got 13 seconds to steal all the loot you got. He's going on a shopper's rampage along the outer edge with no defenses to stop him. Knocking down collectors and mines as best he can, but that is going to be all that Sue has got. A 2-star, 82% will keep the lead over Inquisition, but a defensive pickup from their opponents, breathing a little bit of hope back into them.
Yeah, wow, I mean, there were 3 defenses left at the end of this attack. That was surprising, you want to call it at least. I mean, we were talking about this earlier in one of the matches where we saw the traps of one of those bases, and most of the traps nowadays are placed against headhunters. This means if there's a Queen Charge Dragon Rider attack, you want to make sure those headhunters are going to be taken down by those spring traps. but those spring traps typically are really bad against hybrid because they're never getting triggered because they're specifically designed to take down headhunters. And this, well, then hybrid is sometimes even looking as OP as it just did. We have now the next Queen Charge Dragon Rider attack coming in for I Am Green. And the King is walking. Okay, the King is walking inside the compartment, doing everything he can. Meanwhile, the Yak is having a different plan on the outside, but should follow to the King onto the scattered compartment really soon.
There's a soft divot in the left side corner of this base, and that is a perfect invitation for I Am Green. The welcome mat has been thrown out, and he is going to just march straight on through against Neon's designs here, taking down a scatter shot and a big chunk of that compartment right above it with the Barbarian King, crashing through and holding on to the major force to come in next. Those Dragon Riders are punishing, and they just need to dodge those air sweepers and ensure that that single target Inferno over in the right side compartment doesn't cause trouble. Now, you mentioned that that Archer Queen can be a big problem for Dragon Riders as well. That's why those 3 headhunters are in this army comp, and it's all about avoiding, just like you said before this match, those spring traps. Dodging traps and knocking down those key targets should be enough to complement this entry point for the 3-star. I think this is looking pretty good so far, Itsu.
Yeah, but I'm just confused by this jump spell. He has a wall breaker. Just wall break and use the jump for the back, and I mean, just save the jump. Either way, we have now the Dragon Riders, as you said, coming in from the top side. The sweeper, though, is still standing and is pushing those Dragon Riders back. The core Dragon Rider, though, from the Slammer is making sure that the sweeper has been taken down. We have the Dragon Riders, though, now engaging into the back end. The Headhunters with the Warden ability should come in soon. And now it's yet again, as you said, the back end Queen. Is she going to be the game changer? That's the main question.
Dragon Riders reach that single target Inferno, knock it down with the support of that invisibility spell, and I don't see any more Queen firing away. Oh, wait, no, she was hiding behind the Grand Warden. She's still there. She kills the Grand Warden. Backstab him from out of nowhere. That stealth Queen is really giving I Am Green a bit of trouble. And we might just have ourselves a Queen versus Queen showdown to finish this base off, Itsu.
Yeah, yet again, the defending Queen being the game changer. But wait a second, the attacking Queen is shooting first, striking first, and now it's all about time. I think he should still get it. I got it. With that Dragon Rider on that right side, the Queen is going to finish up the core, and the Dragon Rider is going to finish off the storage on the right side. So this means it is going to be still that 3-star. It's close because of this defending Queen trying to somehow come back from this one. But it is going to be the 3-star for Inquisition. He is happy, relieved, everything at the same time, making sure that Inquisition is staying inside this match. And this 3-star was super important for them to still have a chance of winning this matchup and staying in the upper bracket.
I Am Green with envy at that attack planning. Great job toward the end, especially keeping that Queen alive. Oftentimes when you have a Queen charge as the starting component of an attack, it's all about keeping her through till the end. We've seen a few attacks that lose the Queen. In fact, the one right before this lost the Queen quite early on, and I think that was ultimately what cost the triple, but not this time for I Am Green. The 3 stars once again for Inquisition, giving them a solid late game here now against NY Amazing, which will have to continue applying pressure with another triple if they want to keep that lead.
And we have the Blizzard, one of the strongest strategies if you can make that work. So let's see if he is going to get all the value he needs. So far, this entire left compartment has been taken down. Getting the Blizzard right behind that compartment is key. And take a look at that value. Wow, half of the base is already down. Like, that is just impressive value right there with just a NATO and with just the blimp, I'm sorry, and a couple of spells. You take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I think GYY is a super wizard based upon that last performance. Might have lost them to a giant bomb there at the end, but he knocked down virtually every major building that was going to put up a defense against him. So fantastic entry point. That is a beautiful start, and I'm not seeing any problems with stage 2. We are now 1 minute into the attack, and that's about the point when you want to start seeing these Dragon Riders deployed. Great snipe of this Town Hall as well. Like, this is just a so well executed attack. he is going to have half of his base finished off before he even deploys his main army, Itsu.
Yeah, this hero part already is incredible. Now it's all about, though, taking down those defending heroes. I feel like if he's able to take those out with those headhunters, he's just looking OP. It's the question if he can make that work. The headhunters are coming in, the warden ability, perfect. And with this, he can take down Queen and Royal Champion with a million freezes on the back end. I think he looks, yeah, more than good on this base. GYY is just demolishing it. What is going on, Woody?
Yeah, I am afraid that I might need to evacuate because I hear fire alarms going off all over the place. This is just a conflagration. GYY set the match, and it has been burning this whole time. Flawless, without a hitch. Still holding on to a swag invisibility spell that he would be happy to drop if he needed it, but he doesn't. GYY with the 3-star gets his team up to an 11-star total, and with the 1-star advantage going into the last round of attacks, Inquisition must triple and then hope beyond hope that they can keep NY Amazing, a clan with a 14 average star war record, at bay.
And that's not going to be easy. That's not going to be easy at all. And I mean, that attack which we have just seen, like just this blizzard entry took down so much of the base, and just the heroes after, like 50%, 60% of the base were already gone before starting his second or his next phase of the attack. So that was truly impressive to watch. And now we have, I think Vendetta is going to be the last attacker for Inquisition. So far, I think he had a pretty good hit rate over this tournament. So let's see if he can keep going with that and give another chance. Give another chance to Inquisition, because if they're 3-starring, they might have the chance of getting this victory. It's not going to be easy, but they need a 3-star to somehow get the chance of getting a chance, pretty much. And that's going to be a PEKKA smash. And I'm surprised. Typically, Vendetta for me is always this queen charge attacker. And he's coming with the PEKKA smash. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, switching from the Queen Charge to a Warden Walk instead. And yeah, going from his favorite attack strategy of Dragon Riders to PEKKA smash. This really signals to me that Inquisition is concerned about the aerial defense strength of the bases that Amazing have put up. Light is going to be defending this time against PEKKA smash from a Warden Walk. Unfortunately, having to sacrifice that Electro Owl right out of the gate. Even this poor Warden is going to get the Town Hall down, but it'll take some time. And that is not something that a PEKKA Smash necessarily has in spades here. Holding on to one jump spell for some relatively open compartments. My concern is that either the top or bottom compartment, more likely the top, is going to be the last to be targeted and will still be standing when the PEKKA Smash is finished.
I think the jump spell now is going to be really important, because the Queen is going to walk into this channel. The majority of the smash is going to walk into this scattered compartment. And now he's using that rage to get everything inside. But the Tornado Trap is making sure that nothing is getting into the core just yet. The question now is, though, how is he going to take down the Sing Inferno Tower? There's 1 or 2 loons going that way. Wait a second, I think there were way more loons, because this Sing Inferno Tower went down quick, and now it's all about the back. And the PEKKA, though, they're stuck in the lower compartment. They want to follow, but they're not sure yet what they should do with it.
This is really great value and expert use of those hero abilities and spells so far. I think that he is outperforming my expectations from the midpoint here, chopping through each of the compartments. But just like I said, it's going to be that top one, the final defensive platform for this base. Light is going to be defending hard that scatter shot in the top, and with a Tesla farm right next to it too. It could be tricky. Vendetta's looking confident though, charges in, hops over the walls, knocks it down with the Royal Champion, and with still 2 abilities left, this wound up being quite a bit of overkill after all. Excellent job for Vendetta, and leaving happy with this final attack by Inquisition. They'll have 13 stars after this one.
That one was really impressive. I did not expect to being such an overkill. Like, just the entry was really, really strong with that Warden Walk for the Town Hall. If you don't have any storages in front of the Town Hall, yes, it gives like quite an easy Warden Walk, but not a lot of people are doing it. So really good plan, well executed, and this is the chance of Inquisition to maybe stay inside this match.
I think as a caster, sometimes I get kind of hung up on the little gains and the little losses, but it really is that main point of entry into the base when all the Inferno Towers start firing away at you, when scatter shots start locking on, when the Eagle Artillery is raining down. If you keep your head cool during that moment, that like 5 to 10 second window when you have to deploy all your spells, pop your abilities in perfect order, and then make sure that everything is funneled just right, you do that, and then kind of everything after that point is smooth sailing. Any mistakes that you made before that point can kind of be tossed to the side if you get the perfect spot like that from Vendetta. So really, congratulations to him. I think that was a beautiful P.E.K.K.A smash strategy that a lot of people can learn from. I certainly did, too.
Yeah, and we have... I just tried to figure out, like, the Yeti. Okay, we have the Funnel Yeti. That would be my prediction for this one. And we have an... surprising looking base. Like, just take a look at that channel at the top left. It's really uncommon to have a channel like this in your base, but we have the jump spell as well, so he should get all over those walls to get towards the core of the space, to maybe even get towards the town hall, depending on how he's going to place the... Wait a second, he is bringing the lock launcher. Where is he going to jump now, Woody?
I'm thinking the jump might wind up being in this multi-target Inferno compartment over on the bottom right. It's pretty easy to get through most of the base along the top side with this Queen, if she can go the distance. She's taken a lot of fire, but raged up healers are going to do everything they can to keep her safe. That's going to give her access to 3 of those air defenses, a really great entry point, just suffering tons of damage. Well, hold on. Log Launcher pops and is going for that scatter shot now. Can't get it down with the CC pull out. Shuai is having a real rough time on this point.
Yeah, but the Queen Shot just... Wait, now he's bringing the Royal Champion with the Ground Warden. He is going crazy. This plan so far, guaranteed no one has tested. And this is all about, like, you don't want to run into a bait. And this is exactly how you make sure that you're not running into one, because he is just going all in on this one, using the Royal Champion with that Warden together. Warden ability to keep her alive. No single Inferno Towers on that Queen.
Nice.
There we go with the invisibility spell. Now we have the LALO pretty much as cleanup at this point. He's going against the Sweeper though. The Sweeper might have some impact on this one.
Freeze it, freeze it. Oh.
Yeah, freeze, and the Queen is going down as well. I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah, he gave up the Queen, instead using that free spell to protect the loons from that air sweeper. He's pushing it mighty hard, but I'm not quite sure whether this is going to be a 3-star. Nevertheless, Shuai knows he just needs to get a 2-star and 89% to win. He's going to throw everything he's got at the backside of the space, sends in the skeleton spell to try to knock apart that air defense, and the last Tesla in that top corner is approaching the mark. 2-star and 85%, 88, 89! That's it! And why Amazing have guaranteed advancement with victory over Inquisition.
That one was so cool to watch with the lock launcher, with the jump for the king. That's just really, really creative right there. And he's making it work, and it's paying off all of the risk, because this one is going to be the 3-star, and NY Amazing is getting the 14 stars against a really strong looking Inquisition. They got 13 stars, was pretty close, but the winner, it is going to be NY Amazing, and they're going to move into the next round.